Hello, friends, and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another live session of our channel where we connect with all our viewers to answer their questions and help them understand the context of testing. And certainly, pull forward to answer your questions. So, again, we are back again here in order to help you understand the concepts and assist you with the better understanding on the testing concepts. Make sure that you feel free and share your concerns, your questions as a part of this live session, and I would be more than happy to respond to your queries and help you understand all the necessary concepts, what you're looking at. So feel free and let me know if you've got a question with you and drop it on the chat box. And I'll be more than happy here talking about your questions and helping you understand the concepts. And this has been, usually on Saturdays between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Every weekend. So feel free to connect and ask all your necessary questions, whatever you feel like, and I would be here talking about your questions and answering them. So welcome aboard, team. Welcome again, and greetings for the day to our channel TM Square, where we look forward to hear from you and answer your questions. Okay, so we will be waiting for our very first question coming in up. And meanwhile, if you've got something, just feel free to share. This session is not only to answer your questions. If you've got a suggestion, you've got a feedback to improve the channel, we would be more than happy to take it up. Meanwhile, let me just take on a quick announcement that we were conducting polls for our next tutorial series. We just completed a week back mobile tester certification. And as a part of our upcoming tutorial series, we will be picking up manual testing concepts. I think not manual testing concepts, the sample questions. Let me just quickly clarify because there has been a polling and we were just running by. Yes, so the maximum votes which we have got for the option is ISTQB Foundation Sample Question Explanation. And this is going to be the next module for us to take up as a part of our channel, which is starting from the Monday. And the most important thing is that this particular module will consist of various sample questions, one after the other. To begin with, we will be having the 3 mock papers, which you have on the ISTQB official website. And I will be taking it up in order to answer each of the questions, discuss them in our tutorials one after the other, and help you understand every single question and understand the way you can tackle it and solve it. So we will be picking up that right from the Monday. 27th of September is the day where we begin our new tutorial series. That is ISTQB sample questions discussion as a part of our tutorials. We do have many more certifications, but again, we go as per you. Whatever you vote for the best, we try to pick up that. And again, this channel is all about audience. And if audience is interested to know something specific, we would love to deliver that to them. So based on your voting, we have got 57% votes for sample question discussion as a playlist. So I'll be creating that for all of you and trying to help you understand the concepts on the sample questions of ISTQB Foundation. So yes, I got the very first comment of the evening. Pawan says your course for ISTQB was very helpful. Thank you, sir. You are welcome, Pawan. And thank you so much for sharing your feedback here. That just keeps me fueled up for keeping all my good work up to the date and up to the mark, which not only inspires myself, but many other viewers of this channel and the newcomers of this channel, because they certainly need these kind of comments to have a trust factor that what exactly these tutorials are all about. Will that be helpful for them if they invest some time? So your comments, your feedback certainly help, lot many other people to understand that the tutorials will be actually helpful for them to take it up. So thank you, Pawan, for sharing your valuable comment here. And I'm more than really happy to accept that compliment. So thank you so much. We have the other one coming in from Vinayak says, I got recommendation from my friend. I just finished one chapter. Thank you for such a valuable content. And I'm working in automotive field. So what would you suggest in order to qualify for ISTQB? I think you got recommendations. So thank you so much, whoever recommended you about this tutorial. First of all, you have landed on the very best place in the world for preparing for your ISTQB. As per the Google, our channel is the best recommended suggestion on ISTQB certification in the world. So, and that's all because of viewers like you. And in order to get qualified for ISTQB, I just want to make sure, because you're talking about automotive field, you first have to start with ISTQB Foundation, because that's a qualifying criteria for the next certification, which we do have for our automotive testers. So we do have a specialized certification for automotive testers, but before that, you must be certified with ISTQB Foundation. And for ISTQB Foundation, you don't really have to worry about, as you have been tester yourself. You just have to follow the tutorials and get clarification on all the aspects which you will be going through, and that should be enough for you to get certified and pass the certification. All you have to do is just follow the flow, understand the concept, and that's more than enough for you to get certified. If you get stuck with anything at any point of time, you know that we have got a live session here where I can answer any of your questions. Feel free to just let me know. If in case you want anything during the week, feel free to drop them on the comment box and I'll pick it up from there and respond to you. Okay, we do have Vishpi. I'm not sure if that's really, I'm pronouncing it correct, but yeah. Hello, I took my ISTQB Foundation, but I have zero experience in testing. What would you recommend next step to take a job in testing? You took up your foundation. Did you mean that you already got certified with foundation? And if I consider that, and you have zero experience, then of course, I want you to go ahead and apply for the jobs, because we do hire freshers, those who have certifications. So you will have a lot of organization who will be welcoming you to pass the opportunities, and they will allow you to get hired in the organization. So you don't have really to do anything else. All you have to do is start applying, approaching the organizations, applying for the necessary jobs which are open for freshers, and they will welcome you as you do have certifications in place. So that speaks for your understanding about testing, and you don't really have to do anything beyond that. Okay, so I hope that gives you the answer for your question. And we do have Vinayak saying, thanks, Neeraj. Uspi says yes. Okay, great. Thank you. So I think I'm pretty much caught up with the questions right now on the screen. Yes, team, if you got any other thing, feel free to let me know. I'm picking up questions one after the other. And if you think that the contents are pretty well, I'm giving you the right answers, helping you understand the concepts, or helping you get your clarifications cleared, don't forget to drop a thumbs up on this video, because this is a live session and I want this to be reaching out to any number of people so that they can come and ask their questions. So just drop that like if you are happy. Okay, we have Yagnesh Pandya says good morning from Canada. Very good morning, Yagnesh. Thank you for joining in. We are here to answer questions. So if anyone has any questions, just feel free to drop that. I would be more than happy to respond to your queries. And yes, we will be getting started Monday with another tutorial series on ISTQB Foundation sample question discussions. So you will have a great interaction there along with your tutorials, which we'll be going through to get an idea that how exactly different questions are being asked, how to tackle it, how to solve it, what is the technique used, and a lot many other factors which will be answered as a part of it. So feel free to be a part of this tutorial series, and it will add a lot of value to your preparation, help you understand the concepts, and pass in your first attempt. Okay, we do have another one from Sucheta. Sucheta says, I cleared my ISTQB Foundation certificate with the help of your videos. Thank you so much. My question is, how can I get into automation testing? So first of all, congratulations to Sucheta for letting us know about your results, and congratulations on the success. I'm really, really happy to hear all these results when somebody comes back and let us know about their results. Your question is, how can I get into automation testing? Then, of course, you have to get started with learning an automation tool. That's the primary step. You can get started with Selenium, which is a fast trending tool in the market today, and will certainly help you gain the understanding of automation and also gain an opportunity quickly to get hired as an automation tester. So pick up an organization, pick up a particular instructor-led session, because automation is going to have a lot of questions. and you don't need your questions to keep it aside, right? So I request you to pick up a instructor-led session where you can ask your questions during the understanding of automation and learn with Selenium initially, and you will get to know what exactly automation is, how to do it, and once you have that in place, start approaching some of the organizations with requirement of Selenium automation tester. Once you have a job in hand and you start working, then you can certainly expand your hands and learn other automation tools like UFT, Catalan Studio, UiPath, and many other things. So it will be more simple and easy for you to understand and get to know more automation in the trends. Okay. I wish you all the very best for all your future endeavors. Do let me know if you need any further help. We have Millen again coming in saying here, I refer your book for ISTQB Foundation level certification. In chapter 3, I came across one phrase, agreement of the comment originator. Could you please explain more about this? Okay, so agreement of the comment originator in chapter 3. So let me elaborate to all our viewers as well. When you talk about chapter 3, it is more about static testing, where static testing is all about conducting reviews on the work product. And when it comes to review of the work products, we ask several reviewers to go through our document and help us find the review defects in the work product, which is static defects. Now, every single reviewer has a kind of, comment provided to you that I think this is an ambiguous requirement, I think this is an incomplete requirement, or this is inconsistency or any sort of omissions or so and so. Now, agreement of the comment originator. It means that when author responds anything as a solution to it, right? A reviewer has given a defect to you, and I'm the one who has written the requirement. If I'm trying to satisfy that person with some justification, no, this is the information or that is the detail here. If until unless the reviewer is satisfied, if the reviewer agrees to that justification, the defect is not closed. So no matter what author tries to give as a justification or resolution to that defect of static testing, the contributor, that is the originator, that is the reviewer, should be in agreement to that justification. If he or she thinks that whatever justification you are providing, but it does not solve the problem of that person, then the defect is still open. So it's not a one-way communication that only the author gives the answer and that's it. No, the person who has reported the defect should also be satisfied. So this is where that statement stands for, agreement of the comment originator. So the reviewer should agree with your resolution. Otherwise, I can resolve any defect by just doing anything, right? So I hope, Milind, you've got the answer for your question. If you think you still need anything else, feel free to drop another comment there and I'll pick it up and talk about it. Okay, so yes, team, I think we are still looking for a great session today, and we will be certainly having a lot of questions coming up. But yes, feel free to drop your queries whatsoever you may have. And I'm here to talk as much as possible in that 1 hour of time. I'm not here to sit idly for a particular time and just wait for any questions. If you just have something in your mind, drop that on the chat box. I'm here to answer your questions in an hour time and help you understand. Okay, Yagnesh also says, hi sir, it is Yagnesh. I have my exam tomorrow, first attempt, so a little bit nervous. I have only gone through your videos, CTFL, twice. Anything else do I need to prepare today? No. I always have one common suggestion to all the aspirants who are taking the examination in a day or two, that you just relax. You have done what you were supposed to do, and that is enough. If you're talking about going through my videos twice, which is 42 into 42 times, which is 84, and 84 videos if you have been through, then I don't think you need anything. Okay? All you need to do is relax yourself so that your nervousness is gone. This is not an audition. This is not a particular proposal which you're giving to your girlfriend or something. You just have to relax and feel free that, okay, I know the context and I'm ready for the examination. And recall, while you're relaxing, I don't want you to go through the content, but try to relax and recall what you have learned. Do you remember that? Right? For example, just close your eyes and feel like, what all you covered in what is testing? What are the 7 testing principles? What is that? Okay, exhaustive testing is impossible. What does that mean? What is pesticide paradox? What is context dependent testing, right? So try to recall. Similarly, come to the test process. What are the activities which you conduct in test planning? What is test matrices? What are test monitoring? What is test estimate, implementation? A lot many other things, right? So just sit, relax, and recall. The better you recall, the confidence will boost up. The more you try to pressurize yourself, the nervousness will increase. So just sit back, relax, and recall whatever you need to recall. That would help you to be more confident and sure about that I can understand everything. I do remember what I have read. And that is more than enough for you to get your certification in the very first attempt. Okay, and nothing else. I don't want you to go through any book. I don't want you to go through any tutorials any longer. Its examination is tomorrow, so all you need to do is just relax and recall. But if during recollection you get stuck at any point, just quickly refer that and come back to your recalling. Okay, don't try to read everything about it or go back to other chapters and cover that again. No, don't ruin your confidence. It's just that more of like, you have to relax and try to see what all you can remember actually. Because that is what will help you boost your confidence, your memory, and also make you confident instead of nervous during the examination. So, all the very best, Yagnesh. And we hope that next week you come back and let us know here that you succeeded with this. So, all the very best. Yasim, are we looking for any more questions? I think we just covered the last one on the chat box. We are waiting for more questions coming up next. And we just want to make sure that we answer as many questions as possible, which are required to be answered as a part of this session, and make most out of this opportunity where we connect together at least for an hour in a week time. And we try to answer as many questions you have through this live session and help you understand the concepts of it. And the questions are not certainly just limited to ISTQB Foundation. You can ask me about advanced levels also. You can ask me about any certification, be it about testing concepts, be it about your journey as a QA, what is your career path, and anything related to testing. You are free to ask me as a part of this live session. Okay, we do have Sujeta also coming back with another. Do you have to learn programming language or coding in order to learn Selenium or automation testing? Yes, you would need to learn any one of the programming language based on the tool which you are selecting. So if you're shortlisting Selenium, then I would recommend you to go either with Java or Python. Okay, go with Java or Python. That will be one of the programming languages which you need in order to understand Selenium. So yes, programming language will be required, but again, not as a developer. You don't have to do a deeper dive. You just have to know as an overview that how to write this programming language in order to write your automation script. But trust me, it's going to be very simple. Those who are QA, they think from outside that programming would be difficult, will be complicated. But believe me or not, you're not going to go that deeper, which will confuse you or lose your interest. Okay, it will be just simple and easy, and you will be able to do it. I myself is an example for you. I'm from a mechanical background. I'm a mechanical engineer, but I'm still an automation tester. And the reason I opted for mechanical engineering is because I don't like programming. But finally, I have to land into programming, which is like writing automation scripts. Yasim, go ahead and let me know if you've got any more questions. I'm here helping you, talking about it, and assisting you to get what you need. Okay, Suchita says, thank you so much. You're welcome. Ganesh says, thank you, sir. Do you help for resume building as well, or any video on that? Because my next step, if I pass, then I'm gonna look for a job in testing field. Uh, I don't actually have any videos on resume building, and you certainly have a lot of good videos because this is not my portfolio. Generally, people from soft skills and HR domain will be the right person for you to guide appropriately to prepare your resume. And there are great people who are doing it pretty well. Okay, so I would recommend you to visit any of the HRs tutorial channels where you can find a great response on how to build an appropriate resume. Okay, because they are the right people to shortlist the resumes, so they will be the right people to guide you well on how to prepare your resume. We again think from a technical point of view, and we don't shortlist profiles, right? So we just keep it ourselves as like, if you look at my profile, my resume, it's more of like what exactly happened in my past career, and I don't have anything specific. So being a fresher, again, I had very transparent thing. I didn't have much. I had probably like single page resume, not even 2 pages. So since the beginning, I'm very transparent on putting the matter on the resume, just the way it is. So I may not be the right person for helping you out on the resume building. Please try to refer some of the HR's YouTube channel, which would be really great for you to prepare an awesome profile. And all the best for your job hunting after your examination as well. Okay, Wispy says, for a beginner, what programming language would you recommend with ISTQB Foundation? Uh, For a beginner and QA, I think Java or Python would be something really great because a lot of applications are being built on Python today. And it will also help you to go with automation using Selenium. So please go with that, because if you are learning any programming language, I would recommend you to learn Python, because that will give you certainly a lot of understanding on what developers are trying to do. And at the same time, it will also assist you later when you want to do automation. Okay. So I think I'm just waiting for some more questions to come up. Okay, Milin says, thank you so much for your explanation, sir. You're welcome, Milin. And Suchita says, I would like to know if you offer one-on-one online class for Java or Python learning. Suchita, I used to do that, but right now my schedule is so packed up that I don't think I'll have enough time for doing one-to-one session. So again, I'm so sorry about that. This is something which I cannot answer because I currently do not have any opportunities or bandwidth to do a one-to-one session, because my timeline and my schedule is quite packed, and it does not allow me to have enough bandwidth to run a one-on-one session. So I would be really sorry to say that. Wispy says, what do you think about HTML, CSS, and JS on this combination? Yeah, sure. Why not? If you want to learn really a programming language, with that, you can also learn some designing languages like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Because most of the time, being a tester also, it will be very helpful. And it's just that it's not a programming language, it's more of a scripting language, which you will be learning. So yes, with your programming languages, you can also hit a little bit of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That should be really great. Okay, Nivas says, regarding the ISTQB TTA new syllabus version 4.0, do you plan to update your training videos? Yes, of course. I will certainly plan to update my video tutorials there, but as far as it is going to be implemented, it will take 1 year of time. So maybe after my current playlist, I will be revising my uh, tutorials. But believe me or not, when the new syllabus comes, it takes 1 year for the syllabus to get affected in the real time. So till next 1 year, you will be writing on the old syllabus itself. So you don't need a new syllabus to be referred till it is implemented in action. So right now we just have the syllabus being revised, but it is going to take at least 1 year to come into action. And that has been the pattern from the last other syllabus revisions also. So you don't really have to worry about it. And yes, the very next thing which I'll be working on is revision of the ISTQB technical test analyst syllabus. Okay, Nivas also says, thank you. If I have planned to write my exam in November 21, should I need to concentrate on 3.0 or 4.0? You can just concentrate on 3.0 only. That should be fine. That's more than enough to refer it because it will take some time to get implemented. So you can refer to your 3.0 because older syllabus takes some time to get sunset. Yasim, go ahead and drop your question if you got one. I'm here talking about your queries, giving you the explanation, whatsoever you may have. Just feel free to drop that in the chat box, and I should be more than happy to respond to you uh, at the earliest. Yes, team, go ahead. If you got a question, feel free to drop that here. Okay, Nivas also says, is there a way for us to identify or find from which syllabus the exam questions will come? Just would like to know how you normally find it out. See, basically the board declares it, right? As far as the syllabus is identified, it will be under review first, and then you will have. So the only way to get it is when you meet somebody who is writing technical test analyst, you can just ask them and get to know that whether anything was covered from 4.0. That will give you the final trust factor what you need. But yeah, there is no other way. Only the person who is taking the examination can only confirm that. So even I do that from such cases only. When I come across anyone who is writing a technical test analyst exam, they come back and always drop me a message that I could pass the exam and whatsoever. So I ask them, did you have any changes or did you have any difference in the exam pattern? So I keep myself updated based on talking to participants like you. So who will be going through the examination in reality. So it's again only the participant who has taken the exam can help you understand that what was the exam pattern. Okay, again from the syllabus point of view. And I do have an alternative. I reach out to the board directly and give them a call, and they clearly tell me that this is the date when we will be asking the new syllabus. So generally, when there is a syllabus revision, it takes 1 year to have the implementation done. So don't worry if you're writing in November 21, you will still have 3.0. They never ask you the questions from any new syllabus which is released recently up till 1 year. So yes, team, go ahead and let me know if you've got a question. I'm here. We just half time passed for our live session, and we are looking forward to more and more questions for the day, and would like to answer. Yes, Nivas, thank you. Anyone else looking forward to more questions? Just do not hesitate. Let the question be anything. You can just drop, and I'm here to talk about it. Go ahead, team. If you've got a question, feel free to drop that here. If in case you have any queries, clarifications related to testing, I'm more than happy to respond to your queries, help you understand the concepts, and assist you to get the justification and answer to that. And this live session is mainly to answer your questions, so I do not have any specific agenda. So just utilize the time, ask your queries, get the resolution done, and be happy about whatever you wanted to know as you get the query resolution. So Nivas also says, from your experience, how do you rate on preparing on both TTA and TA, ISTQB certification? I'm involved in both functional and non-functional testing. So I would recommend you that preparing for these two certifications should be done one after the other, not at the same time, because both of them have a different content, different outline. So go ahead with the first tutorial, that is probably any one of them. Like start with test analyst, complete it, accomplish the goals, and then start for the test analyst, technical test analyst. So don't do that simultaneously because that will certainly confuse you and the syllabus is vast. So you may get confused very easily. So I don't want you to get confused there. So make sure the best approach would be to start with one certification, get certified, and then take up the next certification for that. Okay, so that should be the best approach to take up both the certification one after the other, not at a time. Okay, so yeah, I think that answers your question. We have, I think that's Ola Bore. Hi, can someone with little knowledge about software learn software testing and write the exam? Yeah, it's open for everyone. I think if you refer the comments above, there's also a newcomer who is into, zero experience and have just made it happen. Or at the same time, we have so many freshers who are not into the industry and they are still pursuing their graduation and they have also made it happen. So you will also be able to do it, and there are no, doubt on that. Just you all have to have is the confidence that you can do it, and you should be able to do it. Okay, all the best there. Yagnesh says, I'm also doing QA corporate training in an institution. Does any of your other channel is helpful? And can we ask any queries related to project professionals? Yeah, you can always. I do a lot of project support to a lot of organizations, and I do assist them with their project activities in real time. So I'm more of like a consultant and helping them across the globe. So you don't really have to worry about reaching me out for any of your questions, any of your real time problems, and you can just ping me on LinkedIn. You will find my LinkedIn ID on any of the videos description. And not a lot of people actually focus on that, but I always drop my LinkedIn ID on all my videos description. So feel free to connect with me and discuss, and I'll be more than happy to respond to you. Sure, you're welcome. Yassine, don't forget to drop a like if you think I'm doing a pretty good job helping you out to understand your concerns, giving you clarifications. Just feel free to drop a like. Does not get anything as charged for dropping a like on this. But yeah, it just gives me an indication that people are really happy with the service which I'm providing. And moreover, the YouTube recognizes that this should be something which should be reaching out to many people who don't get a proper solution to their queries. So the only reason for my live videos, I ask you to like the video, is because I want YouTube to share it with so many people that they can come and ask their questions here. Nivaz also says, I'm only referring your videos for the ISTQB certification and also the documents from ISTQB website. Is there any other website you can recommend me for preparation if necessary? You don't need anything else, trust me. You would need just the videos and the official PDF, that is the syllabus. And if you have been through these two documents, you don't need anything beyond that. Okay, that would be more than enough. You have 3 mock papers available online for foundation. And if you're talking about advanced level, you will not find anything other than that one sample paper on the entire internet. Okay, so you have to just do that one paper to get an idea, and rest is your knowledge, which will help you to pass the examination. For advanced levels, we just have one sample paper, but for foundation, we have three. That is also recently added. So, just take a call on that. But you don't need more than one sample paper, to be frank, because that one sample paper also gives you the same understanding what the three papers will give you. So, more important is the understanding of the content. Okay. So, I hope that answers your question, Nivas. And looking forward to the next question. Okay, Nivas says, glad in knowing. Thanks, Neeraj. Have a nice evening then. I got my questions clarified and wish you all a nice session. Thank you all. No problem. So, yeah, team, we are another 20 minutes away from this live session. Go ahead and utilize this 20 minutes to ask your questions. Make most out of this opportunity when I'm here live answering your questions. Do make sure that you share your concerns, get your questions clarified, and I should be here answering your questions. Okay, the next comment comes from Chintu. Says, hey Chintu. Suchita says, I want you to know that we all appreciate your efforts. Keep on the great work. I'm starting my new job as junior software engineer as a tester next month. Couldn't have done without your help. Sujita, thank you for sharing this valuable comment and feedback. That really makes a lot of sense. Um, which generally makes me understand that how exactly this goes on. And thank you for appreciating my work. And certainly, this keeps me fueled up to keep up my good work for everyone here. And it's more of like kind of university, my channel, because people come here, learn about the concepts, get certified, and they say bye bye, and they come back again after a few times, a few weeks and few months, and say that okay, no, I did your certification foundation 6 months back, and now I'm planning to take up the advanced level certification. So I'm more than happy when people just come back and wave that hand off, saying that what, your videos helped me to get succeeded with my certification, and that just keeps me happy. So, and these compliments and these comments really keep me really inspired. So yeah, okay. So thank you so much for your compliments, and all the very best for your new job. And do let me know if you need any further help at any point of time. I'm always here helping you all guys, and answering your questions. Chita says, I don't even know what's going on here. I guess you are Indian. Yes, I'm an Indian. And what's going on here? It is a live session for ISTQB certifications and testing concepts, where I'm answering question and answer. I hope that gives you an idea that what we are doing here in this live session. This is not a gaming live session, okay, where you will see something happening and I'll be just reading out comments, calling out names. No, it's more of a technical live session where we are answering technology related questions, Chintu. So if you've got anything related to it, I would be more than happy to answer. You are so fluent in English. Yeah, thank you so much. It's because I do a lot of sessions in English, so I'm very much fluent on that. And yeah, it's really, really good. Nice compliment. Thank you so much, Chintu, for that. In fact, a lot of people come back to me talking about my accent, talking about the English which I talk about. And again, it's just about the way you use English. The more you utilize it, you become more proficient with this. And that the same applies to the technology as well. The more you practice, the more you work with certain aspects of technical things, you become more fluent with it. So yeah, I think that's pretty much what I wanted to add on Chintu's comment here. So thank you, Chintu, for appreciating my English. Yes, any one of my friends is still looking for some questions, feel free to drop them in the chat box. I would be more than happy to respond to your queries, help you understand the concepts, and just look forward to cater you as much as possible. Okay, we have another one coming from Alok Gupta. Is it really worthy to hold the ISTQB certificate? Yes. You're asking someone who is trying to encourage people to get certified. It's more of like having those recognitions on what you do. So when you talk about being a QA, you generally do not gain that respect what developers or architects have in the industry. And on that, if somebody asks you that being a QA, do you have any certifications? You say, no, I don't have anything in my, batch. So then it really loses a lot of respect, saying that, okay, first of all, you are a QA and you don't even have any certifications. So, okay, fine, thank you, nice meeting you and all. But when you say that, what, you're talking to a QA who is ISTQB certified, and ISTQB stands for International Software Testing Qualification Board. So I am an internationally certified, recognized tester for your project or for your organization. So yes, for me, it makes a lot of sense. When I introduce myself, I have several certifications written below that, then it really adds a lot of value. Okay. I generally used to observe these things when I used to go to a doctor's, clinic, or used to visit a principal's cabin, and they had used to have that fancy nameplates below, a little longer than the name, used to be the degrees like BE, ME, PhD, this, that, and all, and so on. All. I was always fascinated about those things, and I used to think that okay, when would the time will come when I will have some certifications to write below my name. So this is where I thought, okay, I'm a tester. Do I really have any certifications for me? Then I realized, okay, it's ISTQB. So I thought of like making a lot of certifications within that same thing. So within ISTQB, I took a lot of certifications. I took other technology certifications and got certified with them. So yes, being certified in what you do is very grateful to you itself. Like it will add a lot of value to your portfolio. People will shortlist your profile based on your certifications and give advantage to you. So yes, it is really worthy to hold a certification. Okay, so Thomas says, my name is Tom, and I started ISTQB Foundation course 2 weeks back. Now I'm preparing for my exam. Your tutorials are really priceless. Thank you a lot. Thank you, Tom, for letting us know that. It certainly makes a lot of encouragement for a lot many other users who are interested in understanding a lot of things. And also the recommendation is more important than promotion, because promotions are paid ones, and I can fake out anything if I'm trying to promote my content. But when you talk about getting recommendations from somebody, then you realize that yes, there are people out there who encourage your work, who encourage your effort and recognize it. So promotions can be done by anyone, and they are fake. But recommendations, that certainly means a lot to anyone. So there are viewers who recommend my content, and there are viewers who look forward to this recommendation in order to opt for these tutorials to prepare for it. So thank you so much, Tom, for adding it. Your comments are valuable for me, which adds really a lot of effort in my great work, which I put up on the internet and YouTube for everyone out there. Okay, so yes, we have got another 15 minutes remaining from our session. Would like to make most out of this opportunity and answer as many questions as possible. So just feel free, drop your concerns, drop your questions related to testing, and I will just pick them up, talk about it, and respond to you. Yes, team, feel free to drop your comments. If you got a question, this window is for you to answer your queries and help you understand the testing concepts much better. And if you've got a question, do not hesitate. Drop them in the chat box. We'll pick it up, talk about it, and answer your questions. So Ignesh says, just wanted to know, so how many levels have you cleared in ISTQB with this immense knowledge? Uh, First of all, I've cleared my foundation as well as advanced levels, and I do have some specialized certifications with me. Like I do have mobile tester, performance tester, and automation tester, security tester, and all. I'm also recently planning for taking up the expert level. I just got delayed due to my commitments. So I'll be taking up my expert level and I'll be like full certified with ISTQB from all the angles which you see on the screen when you visit istqb.org. So yeah, it's just kind of like, making sure that I get certified with as many certification as possible. But other than ISTQB, I'm also certified on Jira, Microsoft, and many other tools like ALM and UFT. So I do hold many other certifications with me. And thank you for asking that. Sucheta says, how long does it take to learn programming languages? That's a very tricky question to answer, Sucheta. It all depends on your understanding. And there is no limitation for me. If you ask me, I don't have any timeline for learning anything because it certainly depends on every individual that how much time they really take to understand any concept. It can be even 10 days, it can be 15 days, it can be 30 days, it can be 60 days. Just take your time. There's no limitation or there is no hard and fast rule that you should take 30 minutes, 30 days to finish your course or learn it. Take your time because everyone's understanding is different. And for me, if you ask me, training should not have a timeline. It's at your comfort. When you are comfortable, learn about a new concept, practice it, and the more you practice, the more confident you will be, and it can take any duration. So there's no adequate time to learn any new concept. It just goes as per you. The time you take to learn and understand it will be your answer for that. Okay, so we again like just 10 minutes more from our live session. If in case think you are happy with the services, the tutorials which are providing this live session, do not forget to drop a thumbs up on the screen and I should be more than happy to see those likes going up. Because again, this is not again, you do understand that in any of my videos, I don't ask you to like or share or subscribe my channel. This is more for letting YouTube know that there is something happening here where your answers can be or your questions can be answered. So just feel free and like it, if only if you're happy. Again, no forceful. Because I do this live session without asking you to be a subscriber of my channel. So I'm not at all greedy on getting likes and subscribes. I never ask my, in my videos to subscribe the channel. So it's up to you whether you just have a question. No matter you're a subscriber or not, you are open, you're welcome to this channel to ask your questions. Again, just to highlight, we'll be getting started with our next playlist next Monday, that is coming Monday. And the next tutorial series will be on ISTQB Foundation Sample Question Discussions. So, those who are looking forward to justification and answer to the sample questions which we have, so you will be getting all their answers as a part of this particular playlist. So make sure that you are a part of this channel and follow the new playlist which will be coming up from Monday. And I'll be answering your questions, helping you understand the concepts. Okay, Krishna says hi, so very good evening, Krishna. Hello, welcome to the channel. Go ahead, team. We just have a few more minutes to go from our live session. Make most out of this time remaining here, and would like to make sure that I answer as many questions as uh, answered before we leave for the day. Okay, Krishna says TM is difficult to pass. Got only 56%. Oh, that's really sorry to see that you got 56. Yes, the pass criteria of test manager certification is hardly 60%. Not everyone is actually able to make it. And it's not that not everyone can make it happen, because sometimes we just come from the foundation level and we think that test manager is going to be quite simple as well. So under that impression, a lot of people go wrong, and it's literally a manager certification. So you have to think like a manager. Okay, start understanding that you are a manager already and you have a problem in front of you. What would you do? But there is a way to solve it. You just can't do whatever comes to your mind, right? So you have to be more of like understanding, taking into consideration that being a technical process manager, what exactly it takes you to decide on certain things. And there's always a right and wrong answer for that. So please again look into the content. Feel free to let me know if you get stuck with anything. And everyone, all 100% people think that they are pretty much confident. But when they look at the examination, they also think that the answers are right. But as per the board, the answers are not correct. So you have to be keen on every single detail what you need. Okay, every single detail what is given to you in the examination question. The passage has a lot of importance. If you miss any single word in the passage, your answers will be deviating you. Or even the options are very tricky. So make sure that you take up the scorecard of your test manager. Try to judge where all you have gone wrong, which chapter needs more attention, and then prepare again. That should be able to do. It's not that it does not happen. There are many people who come back to me and tell me that test manager was a little difficult, but the point is the understanding. The better you understand the passage, the better you understand the scenario, the right your answers will be. No, you don't really have to get demotivated, Krishna. Okay. Giving time to prepare again and attempt again after a month or so. Yes, please give your time, because test manager is not something which you can prepare in 15 days or 30 days of time. Take your time, but this time be more of like a test manager. Think about it and be confident with the understanding what you have, and try to behave like a test manager. These certifications are not syllabus based. They are more of your experience based. The knowledge what you have about the domain, the knowledge what you have about the process will help you answer that. Okay. All right. So, anyways, all the very best, Krishna. Do let me know. You will certainly be able to succeed in your next attempt. Okay. Feel free to reach out to me if you need any support. I'm here always to assist you. Alok says, could you please tell me that how to prepare for the exam, about exam pattern and passing criteria? Alok, please go through my tutorials series. The very first video will give you all your answers. It is basically having all the pattern and question distribution of each chapter. The pricing criteria is 65%. Out of 40 marks, you need to secure at least 26 marks to pass the foundation level exam. Okay. But you will certainly find a lot of details in my very first video of any playlist, where I talk only about the examination guide and the structure. And self, thank you for great content. It's really helpful. Did you consider making a ISTQB in real world series? Uh, I pretty much didn't get your concern there. Did you consider making a ISTQB in real world series? What do you mean by that? I think I'm not so pretty clear with your question there. Can you just reframe it or elaborate it so that I can answer it? Yeah, look, I think I answered for your foundation. Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. And Tom says, I would like to ask about test types, functional, non-functional, structure. Can they be performed at all test levels? Yes, they can be performed at all test levels. Okay, so I see from myself that in live project. So did you consider making ISTQB in real world series? Yes. I've given all the examples from a real world example. I generally do not use any, dummy examples or something. I just make use of very layman level example or for foundation so that you find it easy and simple to relate and understand. Because this series is not only for qualified testers, we do build this series for even freshers, especially for foundation. But when you go to the advanced level series, you will find everything as per the real-time standards, real-time, projects and all. So yeah, all my tutorials at agile or advanced level are from real point perspective, even the foundation, but just that I use very layman level examples, not complicated technical examples. Okay, I hope that answers your question. All right, we are just 3 minutes away from our live session team. If you've got a question, quickly drop that in the chat box. I would be more than happy to answer before I leave for the day. We just have got 3 more minutes to go from our session. I just want to make sure that I answer as many questions as possible. Okay, we have Emmanuel saying, would watching your videos and solving the sample questions online enough to pass the foundation level, or I have to read the syllabus as well? Watching the videos have been enough for a lot of people, thousands of people across the world to pass the examination alone. But if you ask me personally, I would strongly recommend you that side by side, go through the official syllabus as well. My personal recommendation is that because that gives you 100% coverage and 100% confidence to pass in your first attempt. So the videos, the official syllabus, side by side, like you cover one video, go to that topic, read the content about it. It will be easy to follow. And then at the end, once you do all your tutorials, take up the 3 mock papers and answer that. We have seen 100% success rate by this approach. So I'm recommending strongly to you. All the best, Emmanuel. If you have anything, feel free to let me know. Ignesh says, will it be helpful if I solve sample papers from ISTQB website in exam? Yes. This will give you exactly the pattern what you need in order to answer the real examination. So you will find that there. Okay, Alok says your mail ID, please. You will find that in my YouTube channel. Just click on About section and you find the email ID there. Yagnesh says, and thank you for answering all my questions. Very grateful. That's my job here, being a part of this live session. I would like to thank you for participating and asking your questions. And certainly, this live session is basically to answer your questions. So it's all my pleasure. Don't forget to drop a thumbs up if you're happy with the tutorials and happy with this live session before you leave for the day, because that helps YouTube recognize this as an effort and reaches out to as many people as possible to, help me help them. All right, so I think that's where we hit the clock. We completed an hour of our live session today as well, and it was really grateful and successful based on your contribution. So I would like to thank each and every viewer here who participated in this live session and asked their questions, because this live Q&A session cannot be complete and successful without your contribution. So thank you, each one of you, for joining in, asking your questions, and making this live session as well a successful one. At the end, I would like to say just one thing, that That's all from this particular live session team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for joining in the live session team. Take care and happy learning. I'll see you next time, next weekend at the same time, 7 p.m. on Saturday. Thank you for joining in. See you again. Take care. Bye-bye.